Well, it used to be that getting around Greater Victoria was one of the good things about the capital region. You could pretty much get anywhere you needed to go within a reasonable amount of time. Not anymore. There are too many people in too many cars who are clogging roads that were never intended to carry that kind of traffic volume. This week on A News, we are looking at the traffic problem and we're looking for solutions. We start tonight with a notorious backup known affectionately by some as the Colwood Crawl. Others have a different name for it. Astrid Braunschmidt begins our coverage.
The Colwood Crawl, the Saanich Snarl, the Malahat Crunch, whatever nasty name you give it, thousands of drivers experience traffic congestion between the West Shore, downtown Victoria, and Saanich every day. It's a Bermuda traffic triangle with bottlenecks everywhere. From the West Shore to downtown, this is what commuters face every morning on Highway 1. The Old Island Highway is no better to or from downtown Victoria. And then there's the Helmcken Overpass leading to Wilkinson Road. The five-way stop at Interurban is bumper to bumper for hours every day. The Kings live on the corner of Wilkinson and Roy Road. In the 11 years they've called the area home, they've had a dozen cars crash in their front yard.
After it got T-boned, it stays right here, and that's where it started leaking. It was rad fluid, it was battery acid, and everything was
Just
leaking
missed
here.
the house?
It was like 4 inches away from the house.
That crash was just a month ago. King says drivers are sick of the traffic jams on major routes, so they try to cut through back roads. But not everyone is successful.
You know, there's people in this community. You know, like people have to live along this area. It's a 50-kilometer zone.
Saanich Mayor Frank Leonard agrees.
That's someone's neighborhood. That's Strawberry Vale and Royal Oak. There's single-family homes on those streets. That is not a highway connector.
Leonard, the Kings who live in his community, and even Colwood's mayor say an overpass should be built at Mackenzie. But would an overpass be just a Band-Aid solution?
It was a horrible decision not to have the interchange built at Mackenzie Admirals, and we're still living with that consequence.
It's a solution for probably about 5 years, which is significant if you look at greenhouse gas emissions from cars. So I don't see it as a Band-Aid solution. I see it as a solution to the overall problem that we have, which is traffic.
I've seen plans for improved bus system along the highway. I've seen plans even for LRT along the highway, which is good. We all want that, but even with improved transit and transportation options, I think there's always going to be a volume problem at Mackenzie Admirals, and we need that addressed.
The Mackenzie Overpass was supposed to be built in the mid-1990s, but land acquisition on both sides of the highway was an insurmountable hurdle.
And that'll take some courage for a Minister of Highways, because on one side is Cuthbert Homes Park, and the other side is some land owned by the Catholic Diocese. And those are both tough ones to take on in terms of land acquisition.
At the federal level, the Mackenzie Overpass has been an election issue.
From my talking to people over not just one but 2 elections, the #1 problem for them is commuting to work and getting through this daily grind.
The long-term solution to our transportation problems that we have is, in my view, a light rail transit system from Victoria to the West Shore.
Most politicians agree it will take a comprehensive transit plan and an habitual shift to alleviate congestion.
It's a regional issue. If you look down below, you have cars that are single occupancy vehicles. People make a choice to jump in their vehicle and not phone their neighbor, say, hey, listen, let's go to work together. We need to get people either onto transit or rail or car sharing.
But until that happens, it's bumper to bumper, especially this week, as construction along the E&N at Helmcken Road blocks 1 lane of traffic and detours drivers through residential areas. And blasting in View Royal holds up commuters during morning rush hours. In Victoria, Astrid Braunschmidt, A News.